Aloha! Welcome to the 9th episode of the 10th series of the Temple of Surf, the podcast. Today with us from France, musician and surfer Tom Frager. We discuss with him about music, surfboards, and much more. Hi, Tom. Welcome to the show. Where are you today?
Thank you for having me. I'm at home actually right now in Cabreton, right next to Hossegor, France, in the southwest of France.
Yes, like all the European surfers know about Osegor and of course Cabreton. I think also Cabreton is a twin city with Nazaré also.
Exactly.
So you see, I did my homework.
Excellent. Yeah, of course we are very proud of it.
Exactly. So it's a surf. This is a surf area, that goes all around the coast. And of course, I'm sure our Australian and American surfer friends they are aware of what Osegor represents. In fact, the tour was stopping in Osegor for so many years. Now is not anymore the case.
Exactly, and actually we miss it because it used to be an amazing rendezvous for us, and we were very proud that our friend Jeremy Flores, won the last event here in France in Hossegor.
Yeah, maybe it's for that reason they remove it from the tour. They did
because the French won, of course.
maybe
It should be the reason. It should be the reason.
There is some jealousy, right, on that. But I'm aware that also Jeremy did an amazing surf contest last year. It was not in the tour, but
Yeah, it's true. He did like a kind of special event with free surfing, and I think it was. I think that everybody, all the guys that came to the contest, really enjoyed the show and being part of the event.
Yeah, exactly. The art of the European surfers is still there. Yeah, difficult to
Yeah, of course, and it was the good season. I mean, they had crazy barrels.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a good one. Yes, definitely. So today we're gonna talk about surf, like we always talk in the podcast, but we're gonna talk about music as well. I think like every surfer has a soundtrack of his life connected with music somehow, somewhat. But for you is special because you are a surfer and you are an artist, a musician. So we catch the two things together. For me is a great opportunity to
Thank you.
have this discussion with you. But starting with the first question that I ask everyone in the show, what is, in your opinion, is the most important thing in surfing?
What is the most important in my surfing?
No, in surfing, yes, can be your surf.
Oh, in surfing, I would say the pleasure of being out there in the water, in the ocean, and getting that connection with the ocean that we all need. And when we start to surf, then it's very addicting. Yeah.
And but as you said it well, is a pleasure because when you are there in the water, you shouldn't be distracted by problems or people. Should be like you in the element, and that is
so true. Most of the people, should remind that surfing is at first a pleasure and a way to relax and to enjoy.
Sadly. And in your today's life, how you are combining your agenda as a musician and surf? You have the time to do both? How does it work?
Actually, I used to. I mean, when I was a teenage, when I started surfing when I was 10 years old, and I used to surf as much as I could, and I was already playing a little bit guitar and singing in my room, in my bedroom. Like being a bit shy about it. And when I found the time to play music, I would play some guitar a little bit. But now I changed. Now I'm playing music most of the time, and I try to go surfing when I have the time. In between gigs, in between recording session in the studio and rehearsing with the band, and yeah.
It's nice. I was trying to picture myself like you, young, surfing, being a surfer, and of course a great one, because you have a good career as a surfer, a pro surfer, right? And as well playing guitar. That was like, like what kind of every surfer want to be on the beach, playing guitar, having nice time,
Yeah,
the way
it's
with friends.
yeah, maybe it's a bit cliche, but it's
Oh,
what I used to do. I needed to bring my guitar everywhere because I was loving to play guitar after the contest to relax with my friends Mickey Picon and Patrick Bevan and all the guys from the Europe of my generation. And uh, and I told them I love music. I was always playing, singing some Bob Marley songs, and they told me, "Yeah, you should keep on playing. It's cool." And then finally, I decided to play as a job. Play music as a job.
yes. But you see, it's not a cliche at all. It's a dream of each one of us. It's not a cliche, it's like we really want to do that. If I could change my life, I would have like a guitar.
Yeah, for sure. But it's like everything. I mean, it's you have the postcard, and then you have the behind the scene. Like working, a lot of working, preparing the gigs and writing songs and everything. But yeah, it's for sure. I understand. It looks like a dreamy life for sure. And it is. I must be honest.
Okay, okay, so we keep it that way. The dream is alive. So
Yeah, exactly.
I'm very curious person, and I love surfboards, of course. Like who doesn't? I mean,
Yeah.
and what was the first proper surfboards like that you had? Like the one that maybe you were dreaming to buy or dreaming to have. What was that?
Actually, I started to surf on a very old single that I had from my parents. My dad, he had like an old lighting boat, like a red one, very long, very heavy, with only one fin. And then we had another one in the garage. That was a Barlon. Barlon is like a famous shaper, French shaper from Bayonne, which is right next. I mean, close from here, close to Biarritz. You have Bayonne, another French city, and yeah, he was shaping for a lot of guys at this time, and in the 70s. And I had this long single fin surfboard that I've been trying when I was 10 years old in Guadeloupe, in the Caribbean. And then I started to try three fin, and I understood that I had more possibilities with the three fin,
But you
with
start
the thruster. Yeah,
faster. But you started with the classic single fin, which it's legendary, right? And
yeah. My dad was really fan of Jerry Lopez, and
mm,
so I was taught to surf on a lightning bolt.
and that lightning bolt was shaped by Jerry Lopez. Do you know or no?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Still have it, perhaps?
Yeah, we have it somewhere in the family, in a garage somewhere. I don't know exactly where here, in Hossegor, probably.
I think I think is worth to check that board. We have
Yeah.
that Jerry Lopez end of I don't know, like 70s or whatnot. It's gonna be very, very valuable today.
Yeah, I have also like a very old Morris Cole surfboard, like a twin fin that is here in my garage. Then that I found again in at my uncle's place, and I said, "Oh, no one wants to surf on it. I take it back home, and I want to try it." Yeah,
Okay, okay, that's cool. Well, and there is like a treasure of surfboards in your
yeah,
family that needs to be rediscovered. Let's put it this way.
yeah. I'm very lucky because actually my uncle was one of the first surfer of Hossegor here. So yeah, it's like a family story, surfing. I mean, yeah,
Definitely. And so you are not surfing in. I mean, you were surfing in France, but not in France. Like
yeah,
a little bit like the Olympic Games, that are in Tahiti, but they are in France.
yeah, yeah. Well, actually, Guadeloupe is a French department, so I grew up in Guadeloupe, but I was surfing for the French national surf team during years, and it's a bit different because Tahiti had its own team during a long time, and it's just now for the Olympics that they joined in France. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And so I guess like in an island in Guadeloupe, it was easier for you to connect with the water, right? I mean,
Yeah, of course, because as a young teenager, it was easier for me to go surfing during the winter in the warm water in the Caribbean. So I grew up on reef breaks, and I also went every summers here in Hossegor to see the rest of my family, and so I could learn to surf on the beach breaks here in Hossegor. Yeah.
and in your surfing career, competitive career, right? What was the most memorable moment of that period for you? Or
Mm,
it's memorable, I don't know, meaningful, at least for you.
Yeah, I'm. I had a few ones. I would say I did a final at the Pan American Surfing Championship with Damien and CG Hopgood
Yeah.
in at home in Guadeloupe, and we were like something like 16 countries in the competition. So I was the only one that I don't know how you say that, escape. I don't know, from the all the other countries. I was the only one
Feedback, yeah.
to reach the final with the three American guys,
Wow.
and so with CG and Damien Hopgood, that and we became really good friends. I went to Florida then to surf with them, and we all went to Australia to Narrabeen for the junior World Juniors Championship tour, and it was very very cool. And also I would say here in Anglet, next to Biarritz, I did a good performance against Marco Chilupo. That I won two hits against Marco Chilupo. I was very proud of this.
Not bad. Not bad. Definitely, between the two brothers, CJ and Damien Lockwood and Marco Chilupo, of course, it's like it means something, to compete already and to win with them.
Yeah, that was actually the year that Okilupo went back on tour.
Okay.
He qualified again, and during that year that he requalified, we surfed two hits together in Anglet. I had so much respect for the man, and so I was super proud to win the hit. Yeah, of course, but it was in small waves, and it wouldn't be the same if we had to surf in pipeline for sure.
Oh, yes. Well, that's another story, right?
Exactly.
Have you ever surfed pipeline? You or no?
No, I've never been to Hawaii. That's something that I'm missing. But every time I had the opportunity, I also had the opportunity to go somewhere else, and so I went to Tahiti. I went to Indonesia, and I really love Indonesia. It fits my surfing maybe more than Hawaii. I'm not a big wave surfer. I mean, I can surf some few big waves, but it's not my how to say that. It's not. I'm not a big wave charger, and I surf good waves, 10 foot, maybe a bit more sometimes, but when I feel it, you know. But Hawaii, you must be a strong surfer in big waves for sure.
Fair enough. At the end, as we said at the beginning, what is the most important thing, is not, and it's not to try to die on a big wave, is to just have fun and be in the ocean, So that
I think I could enjoy pipeline because I'm goofy footer and I love surfing tubes on the reef breaks. So I think I could enjoy it. I've surfed a few waves that look a little bit like pipeline maybe, but never that big. And actually, my friends that went back from like winter times in Hawaii, they went there to surf to spend maybe 2 months, like Mickey Picon and other friends. And when they came back, because I was staying at Mickey's house, he told me he only catch like 3 waves at pipelines, 4 waves at sunset, and I was like, it's not a lot during 2 months, you know.
it's
I decided to go on easier places like Indonesia. You know? Yeah.
okay. Right, that's good. Anyway, it's good to have still in the bucket list Hawaii. For a surfer is such an amazing thing. I
Yeah,
I've been
of
only
course.
once in my life, and when I arrived in the island, I felt sick, and I was sick until the last day. For like a week
Oh,
in the hotel. So I don't know what. I think it's better to still have the dream to go there. I experienced, and
yeah, but it must be an amazing experience when you are not sick. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That definitely. But so many things that are popping up in my mind. Of course, you talk about surfers, great surfers, but it's very. I think it's something very peculiar from surfing that you are able to establish friendship that they last beyond the competition or sharing the waves. Like all these people are your friends at the end.
Yeah, really good friends because we all grew up together and we've been like fighting in waves to get the first place. But then when we went back on the shore, then we would shake a hand and be happy for the other guy that will pass in the next round. So I mean that's the way I've been competing. Like when you jump in the water, you are a competitor, but then when you jump out of the water, then you come back to the friendship for sure.
Exactly, which is amazing in my opinion. And what was the best wave of your life?
I've been very lucky because I had really good sessions. I would say it's not very. I mean, a lot of surfers would answer this, I think, but I've been very lucky because I went to the Mentawais a few times, and that is probably where I got the best waves of my life in macaronis.
Ah,
That
yes.
that that left is amazing, is perfection on earth, I guess, and it's like, yeah, God said this is the surfer's paradise for sure, you know.
It's a gift for all of us.
Yeah, exactly, and trying to let everyone have a chance to surf the wave when you are in the water and respect the locals, of course.
Okay, okay. You gonna watch the Surf Olympics, or you're not that interested? Because there are a lot of people that are kind of saying, okay, it's good, but it's not that good. What's your position, if I might ask?
I think it's something. Yeah, it's a good thing that surfing is going to the Olympics because it's such an amazing sport, and surfers became true athletes. You know, they during many years in the 70s. I mean, I loved the vibe of surfing because guys were doing mostly free surfing and I think I think the border between free surfing and competing was not as big as today, because today you really need to be an athlete to a sportsman, a waterman to get on the tour. I'm not saying that guys were not big athletes in the 70s, but the surfing spirit was a bit different, I guess. The way the guys are training today, so I guess they deserve to go to the Olympics. And yes, actually, I will be in Tahiti during the Olympics, because I'm gonna play on stage there for during the Olympics. Yeah, with my band.
Okay, this I didn't know. That's a great news. Like definitely very few people can go there because, of course, accommodation as travel.
Yeah, of course.
And you know that you're going to be in Tahiti. But in fact, the French team is that qualified is quite good. No, we have Joan Defay and
Yes, Joan Duru as well for the guys. We have the
Kauli was
Kaoli Vas, of course.
Anduro. And then on the ladies' side, let me see because I wrote down.
We have Vaine Fiero, I think.
Yes, exactly. And Joan Defay. So it's like four people. It's like a lot.
Strong team, because actually Joan Defay and Joan Duru are or have been, for Joan Duru, city surfers. And then Vaine Fiero and Kaoli Vas are the local good surfers of Tehopo.
Okay.
Tehopo. So they have a knowledge of the spot that the others don't, I think. Yeah.
So this, I mean, yeah, for sure, it's like the wild card. Sometimes the local surfer comes in and wins everything because he's just so used to the wave, and the locals are strong, So it's
Yeah, and especially during this time of the year, because it's the big wave period there, big wave, time of the year. So if the waves are big, for sure, it's something very cool to have the Tahitians in the French surf team, for sure.
definitely. It's a great addition, and so you're gonna play over there, and I guess it will be broadcasted to the whole world, right?
I don't know yet if it will be broadcasted, but we are playing on a big stage during the competition, and so yeah, I'm very happy because I'm going there with my old band. So we will play. I actually I went there twice already to play, but more acoustic.
Okay.
And this time will be way bigger, and we're gonna try to record the live. I would love to bring back a recording of the live from Tahiti. Yes.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Actually, it's a quite unique experience, and so like the transition between that guy that was on the beach and surfing with the guitar, maybe like you said, a bit shy, going in the room, playing whatnot, reggae, and then suddenly you are on stage, right, in front of a lot of people.
Yeah.
People look at you. Your songs are like I don't know, just looking at the streaming, millions, 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 20 millions. So how did that happen?
So as I said, I have been playing music since I was very young. I always had a relationship to music really strong. I guess I needed to listen lots of music every day before I went surfing in the car with my family. And I think I've been lucky because my parents were listening to what I call good music, even if there's not bad and good music. But it's just to say, to me, today I've been listening to like soul music, blues music, reggae music, like music of musicians, I would say. So yeah, I guess I was lucky. I was at the at the right school. And then I don't know, it happened that when I turned maybe 22 years old, so this is not that young, I was playing in my bedroom, as I said, and and then I wanted to try to join a music school
Okay.
in Bordeaux, and then I realized that I was made for this job because that was what I really wanted to do, and that's when I decided to become a musician that will surf and not a surfer that plays music anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. 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 Yes, of course. It's the profession that matters, right? You're
Yeah, exactly. I was at this school, and I was actually I had a teacher at the school that told me, uh, you have your own you have your own personality in music, and you should keep on going. And I said, because I was very shy with my music. I loved to write songs, and I would do it in my bedroom, and I was singing my songs in front of my brother and my friends after surfing, but just with not that much people around me. And then I realized that my songs could reach more people, and we started to put my music on surfing video here in Europe, and that's how everything began for me. Like all the European surfers started to speak about my music. They said, "Oh, you see, Tom is a musician. Listen to his song." And then I started to play gigs in the surfing industry, and so I owe a lot to the surfing world.
it's good, it's like a law, it's like people that are supporting you, part of a big family, and
Yeah, exactly. I feel it like exactly this way. Like the surfing family has helped me to keep going through my music.
this can inspire a lot of new musicians that are also surfers, to try to find, a kind of support, from the surfers nearby them, the community that is very strong at the end,
Yeah, of course. The What I did in surfing really helped me to do what I'm doing as a musician today, and yeah, because when you have a community that is following what you do and speaking about your music, yeah, for sure, it helps a lot, for sure.
And how do you write the lyrics of your songs? Is just you have, like, I don't know, a little book where you write your thoughts and then you go back, and you have some pieces here and there of music. How does it work?
Well, I think each musician have, I mean, each songwriter has his own way to write songs. You can start from the music, or you can start from the writings. Uh, from I'm sorry. I'm starting with the music all the time, because I am a musician and I play guitar. So most of the time I'm playing on my guitar, and I have a melody that comes to my mind, and then I'm looking for the subject that I'm gonna talk about. That will fit. Sorry, that will fit with the music I'm playing. So I have friends that prefer to write the lyrics first, and then they will look after a melody and music. But I do the opposite way. Yeah.
There is no a secret formula, isn't it? So at the end, it's
No, there's not. There's not.
uh, exactly. I think the good thing is the to be genuine, right? So people can relate to what you're writing, and there is a connection between you as a person and what you're writing. So that, I think, is not another formula, but I think is a good starting point. That
Yeah, exactly. I think you have to be true with yourself, and look for the right words that are like touching your own heart at first, and then you can reach maybe the heart of the people then after. But When for example, I did a song with Tom Curran.
Okay.
We shared the song on my second album, and we used to surf a little bit together here in France because, as you may know, he had a wife here in Biarritz, and he has two kids here in France. That they are good friends of mine, and his daughter actually is a good singer, Liane Keren. I did a song with her as well.
Yeah.
And when we met to write the song with Tom, we decided to write. We were looking for something to write about, and I told him we should write about what we are living right here and right now, which was the fall season here in Hossegor.
Okay.
So the song is called Fall, and we talk about that special time of the year here when the winds get offshore and the waves get perfect in September, October.
And
And this is to say, you write better when you write about things you love.
things you know exactly. And in effect, I interview Tom Curran as well for the podcast, and
Oh,
yeah, it was a fun interview. And when we were talking about surf, I guess I was asking the questions that everybody's asking. So when we were talking about music, he was more interested than to answer to the question that they were about surf. And I understand why. He's such an amazing musician, you know.
amazing musician and very funny guy. He has always been. We see Tom Curran as someone a bit shy, and I guess he used to be shy, but he's also really funny. And yeah, I have a really nice relationship with Tom. He's a great person to me. He's like a hero.
Well, it's definitely. Uh,
And yeah, it's true. He's an amazing musician. He plays guitar very well, and I love his voice actually.
and he won the world title, beating Marco Chirupo. So he was with the Black Beauty. I remember still fantastic. And okay, but maybe the next question is stupid, but I try to connect the dot. And you tell me, like Alessandro, I don't want to answer, or maybe no. Like yesterday, it was the last day of Caddy Slater surfing, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And now it's all over social media and whatnot. And as well, Kelly Slater wrote songs, and played guitar as well. And he had like not a career as a musician, but he's
You know what? He could have a career as a musician. That guy is amazing, as he play golf and he gets so good. And
yes,
Kelly Slater actually is a really good musician as well. He plays guitar and he sings very well.
yeah,
And I've been very lucky because I had the pleasure to jam with him maybe almost 10 years ago here at the Quicksilver headquarters in Saint-Jean-de-Luz.
uh,
And we had a jam session together, very nice. And I could see that he was singing very well.
yeah, okay. Because in effect, my question was, would you prefer to share a wave with Kelly Slater or do a song together? So I guess
Um,
already the song.
I would love to share a song with him, and I had when I was doing the QS as a young surfer. It
Yes.
was like in 97 maybe. I went to Réunion Island
Yeah.
to surf that amazing wave in Saint-Leu, and the tour were stopping there, and we had the QS, and we had then the CT event. So you had all the best surfers of the planet in the water there, and I was not catching many waves. It was very hard. And then Kelly Slater actually dropped on a very nice wave, but I didn't see him because of the white water. So I dropped on Kelly,
Ah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I can say I share the wave with him, but I'm not sure he will be happy about it. You know.
Definitely nice. Nice, this one. I like that. You see, from maybe silly question, it comes like some insight, on enter on dropping in on Kelly's later. Okay, okay, that's
Yeah. Actually I wish I didn't drop
bye.
because all the best surfers of the planet saw me dropping on Kelly, and I was feeling really bad about it.
I guess. Maybe they still remember. I don't know.
Or I think he grabbed many waves since this one.
So I asked you before, what was your memorable thing or meaningful thing in surfing? Uh, in your career as a musician, what is the most meaningful or memorable thing that you have done?
It's always about sharing. Uh, as I shared good times with CG and Damien Hopgood and all those guys around the world with catching waves, I would say that in music it's a bit the same. I've been sharing music with many musicians that I really respect, and so probably that the song I shared with Tom Curran is one of the moments that I will remember. But I've been very lucky to sing with other guys like a reggae band. I went to Australia to tour with them, and they're called Groundation. And it's a really amazing reggae band, really famous. They come from, actually, the singer comes from California, but half of the band is from Jamaica. So, Groundation in Australia, to tour with those guys was amazing. And yeah, I've been doing many great stages around the world in amazing places like yeah, Reunion Island, Tahiti, and I guess next trip in Tahiti for the Olympics will be a nice one.
Definitely, definitely. And apart of this, the Tahiti trip, what's in your next future? Are you planning something?
Yes, so I already recorded 4 albums, and I'm working now on the fifth album. I used to sing a little bit in English when I was younger, but then I realized that I can express myself way better in French for sure. And well, it's easier to sing in English than to speak in English for me because I can prepare what I'm gonna sing.
Yeah.
But so this is to say, my next album will be actually a full French album, I guess, with a lot of featurings, different people from the French islands around the world. So Guadeloupe, but also Reunion Island, and artists from Tahiti, from everywhere. And
Nice.
I'm trying actually to bring all those artists for the on this album to I don't know how you say that in English. I'm sorry, but to save money to make great things for the ocean about ecology.
Exactly.
Like here in Hosogor, I organize like a beach cleanup, and many people come to clean the sand.
Yeah.
So this album will be an album to share music with as much artists as I can, and to save money to organize that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's so important. I have seen what you do to protect the ocean, and is a nature is a way to give back, isn't it? It's
Yeah, it's exactly a way to give back because I feel like I had amazing time in the ocean with surfing, and I feel like I must do my best on the second half of my life to make the situation get better.
yeah. And you have like the people that are living around you, Ostigor, Cabreton, Anglet, Bayonne, Biarritz, all these cities, they really value the shores, the beaches, and the ocean. I think they are very involved in to make sure that they
Yeah, yeah. People here have a really strong relationship with the ocean. Like all those places where people are fishing. I think they realize how important it is to protect the ocean because of the surfing industry here is living because the ocean brings amazing waves and it's an amazing place. So yeah, we all need to protect it, I guess.
not only the surf industry, everything, the tourism,
Yeah. It's true. It's true. Everybody
restaurants.
enjoys. Yeah, it's true
Yeah,
for sure.
so it's a huge thing, and but I think yes, as you said, people are committed beyond the fact of the tourism and what tourism can bring is because they are communities that are linked to the sea with a very special relationship, and they want to protect it as much as possible. And
Exactly. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm trying to answer to the questions, but my English is not that good. So I'm looking for the right words to express myself as well.
no problem. I have this problem every day, so don't worry about that.
Okay. Okay.
As
Thank
we
you.
said at the
You understood. You understood me.
Yes, yes, definitely. I think it was pretty clear and straightforward, and I'm sure the people that are listening to us,
All
they
right.
otherwise they can go in looking into your Instagram. What is exactly the is a musician for the ocean? What is it?
Oh, yeah. Thank you. It's nice of you to talk about it. I organize every year. Last year was the first year. This year will be the second year, and I hope I can do it every year. A music festival that is called Music for Ocean, and that is a way for me to make the people join together and to celebrate ocean through music, and all the money from that event will be used to organize clean walks and that kind of stuff. Yeah,
And it's gonna
so
be
you
the
can
yeah
you can come and have a look, yeah, on the music for, like
number.
the four, yeah, the number four, music for oceans, and you will find us. Yeah.
Okay, great. So that people know. And so we're gonna finish our interview with a short Q&A session. So please answer the first thing that comes up to your mind. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Ask
I
these
will.
same questions to everyone on the show. No difference.
Okay.
The best surfboard that you ever rode.
Maurice Cole.
The one that is in your garage or
A Maurice Cole that he shaped for me, like, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago,
okay.
and I still have it in my garage. Yeah,
Okay. Well,
but it's way too thin for me now.
I see. I see. We all grow up, and
Yeah,
okay, okay. I see your garage has good surprises for us. I am,
yeah, for sure. You must have, you should have a look.
and who's your favorite shaper?
It's not an easy one. I have many. So um, there is a French shepherd here in Bordeaux that I think is really good, and his name is Swap. He's not as famous as Australian shepherds, or I'm surfing on GC surfboards. I'm surfing different kind, and Maurice Cole as well. But yeah, Swap is doing a
Okay,
great job.
that's good. Interesting. Your favorite song or kind of music?
Wow, that's a tough one. That's
Let's
a
see
tough one.
what you're listening today. You said before that you're listening to the big musicians, like blues or jazz or
Yeah, I love so many different stuff, so it's very hard for me to answer. I love Sublime. I grew up with the Sublime songs. That band of from California, really famous. I could answer Sublime, but I'm gonna give you a Bob Marley song, like No Woman No Cry.
okay, okay, fine as well. Your favorite surf spot?
Home break in Guadeloupe, but I can't tell you the
See,
place.
The secret.
Secret one.
I don't want to get you in trouble, so we keep it.
Exactly.
Favorite
Thank
surfer
you.
of all? You're welcome. Favorite surfer of all time?
That's I'm gonna answer a French surfer that is from Réunion Island that is well known from all the guys on tour, I guess, and his name is Frédéric Robin.
Okay.
And he's from my generation, maybe a little bit older, and he almost qualified on the tour. But a lot of people say that he has one of the most beautiful backhand surfing ever, and I think it's true. Frederick Robin, you can ask Kelly Slater, and I'm sure that he knows him.
Okay, fantastic. One day, if ever Kelly's later will accept my invitation, I'll definitely ask it.
Okay, cool. Please.
And the last question is a little bit unusual. I like to know your best relationship advice. That relationship can be a romantic relationship or friends or relationship with the ocean. I don't know. You answer that the way you want to do.
That's a nice one.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say. Can you say sincerity?
Yeah, of course.
Sincerity is the key. Sincerity to the others and sincerity to yourself first. So, yeah, give everything to the people you love and give everything to yourself as well. Love yourself, love the people, love the ocean.
Yeah, it's the spirit of aloha in the concept of aloha. You know, is what.
Yeah, I think that if you're respectful with life and the ocean and the others, everything is going very well.
Yes, definitely. So thank you so much, Tom, for being on the show with me today. And
Thank
I
you
look
very much.
forward to you very soon. Grand merci.
Merci beaucoup. À bientôt.
Ciao. Au revoir.
Ciao, ciao. Bye bye.
Hi, it's me again. I hope you enjoyed our today's episode. If you want to know more about us, please follow www.thetempleofsurf.com and all our social media. Mahalo!